Welcome to the Call Before Showing podcast. I'm Alex.
And I'm Allison, and we're here to talk to you about the real ups and downs of being in the real estate business.
Let's get to it.
Let's do it. Hey, y'all, this is Allison, and today it is just me and Alex here in the studio.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Woo! Oh gosh.
Your energy is like up here and we need to bring it down. just a smidge.
Okay, fine. Whatever.
We're both drinking hot coffee and just trying to get through this Tuesday morning.
Yes.
It's been a rough one so far, I'm not going to lie.
Oh no, what happened?
My son has morphed from human into monster.
Oh, good.
Apparently that happens around 2 years old. No one told me. He had a giant dirty diaper today, and while I was trying to go get wipes, he took it off, dragged it across the floor, and then ran around the room stomping.
Oh no. On it?
No, around it, as little bits of stuff was falling from his butt.
Delightful.
It's going really well.
What a start to the morning. Nice.
What a start. Oh, and that was after he woke me up by body slamming me. Because West brought him into our bed because we take turns every morning. And he wasn't like, oh, let me wake her up nicely. He was like, oh, this would be really fun if I just body slammed her repeatedly and then begged her for a waffle. I'm done complaining. I promise I do like my kid. It's just hard sometimes. And I need an extra cup of coffee today.
I just love that he was doing a dance around the poopy diaper.
He did get that from me.
That's what the world needs more of, for sure.
Okay, so today is December 10th.
Yes. The day we're recording is December 10th.
Yes. The day we're recording is December 10th, and the holidays are approaching. I mean, we're in the holidays. It's here.
Yeah.
The holidays have arrived.
Yeah, they have.
I hope that everyone out there that's listening is having a wonderful holiday season. Are you excited? Have you had a good one so far?
Yeah, I would say yeah.
You got to go on a trip for Thanksgiving.
Yes, we went on a trip for Thanksgiving. We went on a cruise for my dad's wedding, which actually left on Thanksgiving Day, which was a little bit weird because Thanksgiving for us is one of those holidays that we have very instilled traditions.
Oh, so this was very modern of you.
Josh and I usually wake up. We have cinnamon rolls for breakfast while we watch the parade. And then we usually host Thanksgiving. And so to go from hosting Thanksgiving and having all of that hustle and bustle to literally waking up in a hotel room and then getting on a cruise ship, it was very weird.
Yeah.
It was nice not to have to do all the work and the washing dishes and all that in preparation. We just literally showed up and people fed us and cleaned up after us, which was really nice.
That must be how Eddie feels every day.
Right? It was really nice.
Yeah.
But it was one of those things where while we were on the ship, all of us were like, is this weird? But
it's kind of bizarre. I know when West and I had our honeymoon, we went to Europe for Christmas and New Year's. Mm-hmm. And it was just very weird. It being Christmas Day and just walking around Florence.
Yeah.
Being well, what do we do now? And so it's weird because it's kind of nice, but it's also a little sad. I don't know, maybe not for you because you were with your family and so that's cool.
Right.
But it was just the two of us. And I was like, well, I kind of miss my mom.
Yeah. It was really funny because we were sitting on the cruise ship and it wasn't warm. We were in New Orleans, so it was probably in the 50s. And so we were in hoodies on a cruise ship, but on the deck, and they're playing calypso music. And then we're getting text messages from Josh's family, because it was my family on the cruise,
right,
of them grilling their turkeys and stuff like that. And we were just this is so weird and
so
surreal.
Bizarre.
But
yeah.
It was fun. It was really, really nice to get away. And it was the first vacation that I turned my out of office email alert on since July of 2017.
Proud of you.
That was that's not great.
But it's good that you did it.
Yeah.
It should just show you that oh, maybe I should do this more often.
Right. And actually disengage because
mm-hmm.
I mean, I went on many quick vacations and things like that. I went to the beach. I went to Asheville. but I never turned it off. And it was so nice to turn off the business.
And when you came back, nothing was on fire.
No. I mean, it was also
Everything
like,
was fine.
yeah, it was also the week of Thanksgiving, and I only have one pending transaction, which, like, yes, I got home and not, like, everything was not on fire.
Yeah.
All of my transactions were chilling, my one transaction. And then, like, all of my people who are looking to buy weren't in such a rush that they needed to buy during the week of Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's great. That's awesome.
yeah, but you had the complete opposite. So tell us about that.
I went to California and Arizona for 10 days, I think, 9 or 10 days. And the day before I went out of town, I got and lost a client because I wasn't going to be in town right away to show him property. And so that was unfortunate.
Yeah.
I actually had like a split second where I was like, should I just stay home? And then I was like, no, that's absolutely illogical. I need to go and be with my family and like take this trip, obviously. I can't stay home from vacation to show someone a property. So that was a little frustrating just because there hasn't been a lot happening. Like I have pending transactions, but things have been pretty slow. The month of November was just super slow. So approaching my trip, things kind of blew up and I was like, oh, cool. Like, you know how they say, if you want your business to blow up, just go out of town.
Right.
That's exactly what happened. And it was really frustrating because I've had so much flexibility in my time to be able to handle all of these kinds of things in November. And then, whatever. Timing is a bitch. And so that happened. And then I got to LA, which was magical and wonderful and all of the things that makes my heart very happy. And I had to write an offer for a client while I was at a party. So that was fun.
Yeah. Good times.
Yeah.
Been there. And then when you get back, everyone is like, where did you go?
Yeah. Well, and it's hard to explain. There's a lot of people that will be like, really, was it really necessary for you to do that right in that moment? Like, are your priorities right? But it was like, well, I had them set up with a showing agent to see properties that day, and they found one property they really liked. They want to be able to close in, 30 days, and it was a multiple offer situation, and the seller was going to be making their decision the next morning.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I did. Like there's just no way around it. Like, it was that, or it was I tell my client, sorry, I can't help you, and he fully misses out on this house,
Right. Or you have somebody else write the contract, but it's almost easier to do it yourself than explain it to somebody else or get somebody else to do it.
Well, and then I just feel like if I'm paying someone hourly to show a property and also write the contract and also negotiate the terms and all of that, like,
just refer it.
Yeah, am I really representing you at that point,
Right.
Yeah, so that's kind of how my trip started off, which it was still wonderful, but it was a little bit stressful. Mm-hmm. And I was just wondering, like, why couldn't this have happened a week ago? But I had a wonderful time. I got to see my family, and I think I want to move back to California.
Well, you just put that out there.
I just put that out there in the universe. I think I want to do it. We'll see if it actually happens. California is very expensive. So a lot of stars would have to align for it to happen. But I think I'm going to get my real estate license in California just to start off.
Do it.
And I'm nervous and excited. And if anyone that's listening has their license in California, please message me. I would love to know more. I've never been licensed in California, and I've heard that it's really different. I've heard that it's a lot more complicated, and I've heard that there's a lot more paperwork, but it's what I want to do.
Yeah.
It's going to be one of my things for 2020.
It's to get your license in California?
Yeah.
Good. I love that. But also I hate it because then you won't be 3 hours away from me. But it's fine.
But even though I'm 3 hours away from you, we still do everything remotely anyway.
Right.
We have a good long distance relationship.
I know.
Guys, we're really excited about some interviews and guests that we have coming to you in the new year.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
We have some really amazing, talented, smart people that we're excited to learn from, and we hope that you can get some little nuggets of...
Yeah. One of them, oh man, I'm so excited for it. Okay, we can't talk about it.
Just let it be a surprise. I'm excited. Do you celebrate Christmas?
I do, yes. We'll be staying here in coastal Virginia, and we will do the tour of Hampton Roads for 4 Christmases.
Wow.
Because we do Christmas Eve with my mom, Christmas morning with Josh's family, Christmas night with my dad, and then the next night typically with Josh's dad.
That's what happens when you have divorced parents, right?
Yeah.
Double everything.
Yeah, really all of them could be together all at once, but I think everybody likes having their own time with us, even if it's shorter.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We are going to do something a little bit different for Christmas. We're not going to be around my family or extended family. I mean, obviously, West and Eddie are my family, but we are staying home this Christmas. And our neighbors are also doing that. Like 2 or 3 of our neighbors are also not going to visit family. And so we're all going to be together and have like
that'll be fun.
Like a Friendsmas.
How fun.
Situation. So I think it actually is going to be really fun because like it's going to be very low key. We don't have to go anywhere. Like we just have to walk outside, you know?
Right.
Or walk next door.
So then do you have a plan for like, what are you doing?
We're going to do, I don't know if it's going to be Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, but we're going to do like a nice dinner.
Fun.
Potluck style, and then we're just gonna hang out. I mean, one of my neighbors has a kid that's Eddie's age, so that's kind of perfect.
Yeah.
And then for New Year's, we have a friend that's coming into town, and then Eddie's birthday is January 4th.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have a Mickey Mouse themed birthday party. I wanted to have a dinosaur themed birthday party because I thought it would be adorable, but Eddie specifically requested Mickey Mouse. He's obsessed. Yeah, he is obsessed with that little mouse.
Oh.
He's just can't get enough.
Yeah, that will be really fun.
That's what our holidays are going to look like. I'm excited. I think it's okay that it's going to be a little bit more low key because we are going on a trip in January out of the country. And so I can just look forward to all of that adventure.
Yeah. And that's with your family, right?
We're actually leaving the kid at home and we're going to Colombia and we're going to party it up with some family, with a portion of my family, and
cool.
It's going to be wild. I'm probably going to get very drunk and sleep in a lot and dance my booty off.
Good.
Yeah. So
needed.
Can't even believe that that's going to happen. Like, who am I? What? 21 again?
Yeah. Well, okay, so while we're talking about the holidays, do you do holiday gifts for your clients? And do you do the same thing every year?
So, no, because I have had no 2 years alike in a row. Mm-hmm. My first year in real estate, I started my business towards the end of the year. And I had like a couple clients and was just not prepared for like doing gifts. And I was also out of town, I think, during the holidays. My second year, my business was great, but I relocated like at the 1st of December to come up to Northern Virginia.
Right.
My third year was my first year up here, and I had very few clients. And so I took like one of them a gift, but it was like I think I took them like a blanket and a candle and a card and stuff. Mm-hmm. I had very little business that year. And I had some closings, like some residual closings from coastal Virginia, but I wasn't down there to do anything for them.
Right.
So this is a first year where I have like a solid group of people that I want to give back to, and I'm here to do it, and I'm going to be here next year. And, you know, so this is actually my first year doing actual client gifts. Last year I baked cookies and gave them to like my sphere. And that went over really well. And so this year I'm doing that and a little gift. And I'm going to go drop them all off this Friday.
Cool.
What about you?
I did my deliveries yesterday. And this year I did it a little bit different from the years past. So my first, I guess 2 years, I made ornaments for my clients that said first Christmas at their address and put their names on it and things like that.
That's amazing.
So I made them.
That's so cute.
Which was great, but also super time consuming. So I gave them that and a candle and a Christmas card. And then this year I took out the making them because just of the pure amount of time that it was taking me to make them, because I have one of those silhouette machines. So I cut the vinyl, I put it on the ornament, blah, blah, blah. It was like a freaking process. It took weeks to get all of them done. And so this year I ordered some from a maker person on Etsy, mm-hmm. which was so great because
was it expensive?
It wasn't. They were probably $15 a piece.
Okay.
And then I saved money on not giving the candles this year because I gave candles that were branded.
Yeah.
And then I gave everybody banana chocolate chip bread that was homemade by this lady in a neighborhood near me who was looking to make some more money to be able to pay off some bills so that she could provide a Christmas for her kids. So it was one of those things where it was like easy to spend the money there.
Yeah.
I was happy to spend the money there. And that banana chocolate chip bread was banging.
Delicious.
I delivered all of them yesterday, which was great. In years past, I've been like all throughout Hampton Roads, which like for those of you who don't live here, it could be 2 hours from one end to the other. But this year it was really, everybody all kind of bought within a closer area.
Oh, that's good.
I got them all done in one day, which was great. But in the past, I did it over like 2 or 3 days.
I'm going to have to do all of mine in one day just because I'm like doing baked goods and I want them to be fresh. So I'm baking everything on Thursday and then I'm taking it on Friday.
Yeah.
I am going from Herndon to Stafford.
Okay, yeah. So that's like really similar. That's like 2 hours, right?
Probably like an hour and a half or something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm doing a lot in between, you know. I'm doing like Herndon, Burke, Alexandria, Fairfax Station, Woodbridge.
Yeah.
All over the place. And to those of you that don't know Virginia or Northern Virginia, that means nothing to you. But it's just a lot of different cities within like 3 counties.
Right.
Really, that I'm going across.
Yeah, big counties. I listened to a full podcast yesterday while I was doing.
I saw that. What was it, like Death Doctor or was some death thing?
Yeah, it's called Dr. Death.
Dr. Death.
Yeah, and if you have to go like in for a procedure anytime soon, don't listen to it.
Oh, no.
It was very, very special.
Wow. Speaking of procedures, I am currently injured.
What?
Yes. I don't know if you remember that I had hurt my back right before going on our conference trip.
Yeah, I do remember that.
So I didn't take the time that I needed to heal, I guess.
Uh-oh.
And I continued to work out and have continued to work out because I just can't stop and I'm addicted.
Yeah.
And it's gotten worse and worse and worse. And then on Saturday night, we had friends over and we were having a good time and I thought I was 18 again. And that I could freak dance. I thought that I could twerk. And let me tell you, there's nothing sexier than someone that's twerking and throws out their back. It's special, as you would say. It's a special moment. So basically that was followed by the next day, heating pads, ice, pain meds around the clock. And I've been given strict orders from my doctor to rest, which I'm also going to a workout class in 2 hours. So,
oh, great.
If anyone has recommendations that aren't just rest, I would like those because if I don't work out, I start to feel depressed. And I'm like not a nice person. So.
Have you tried acupuncture?
No. Should I?
Yeah. Okay. For back pain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Do it.
I'm totally down. Okay, cool. I've also been foam rolling, which is painful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Any other holiday stuff that we forgot to talk about?
I gotta say, I love our business. I love the amount of like flexibility that we're given and the fact that we get full control over like our creative direction and stuff like that. I've been feeling really thankful about that lately.
Yeah.
Because if I just feel really creative one day, like I can just go ahead and start making changes to my business, you know, and like coming up with cool ideas and just executing it. And I don't need to wait for someone to like give me approval or like hope that someone gives me a say in something. And I've been thinking about that a lot lately because I feel like we're half of the time we're like, why do we do this job? It's so stressful. I hate it. Like, what are we crazy to be in this business? And it's like, no, it's a pretty cool business.
Yeah, totally.
And I think it's nice to remind ourselves of that every once in a while. Like with the Christmas stuff, you know, like we get to just go out and take care of our people.
Right.
However we want to.
Well, okay. So 2 stories from yesterday after delivering those client gifts. One of my clients like posted whatever on social media saying like, oh my gosh, my realtor is better than your realtor. Like, did you get a Christmas gift from yours? And I was like, oh, stop it, blah, blah, blah. But it like made me think it is pretty freaking cool that I spent my workday driving around and just like delivering happiness to people.
You were Santa for a day.
I was Santa, and I want to be Santa every day. And like that was really cool. I was like, it's really cool that I'm now in a business too that like I can continue to love on my past clients like forever and ever, right?
Yeah.
Instead of like in the wedding industry when they just went away.
Right.
And that was always like sad to me. So that, and then you said the thing about love on your people as long as it's not illegal. One of my clients texted me about the banana bread and said, "Is there weed in this?"
No, girl, this is not California.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep all y'all employed so that y'all can buy houses in the future.
Oh, I love that.
I'm not trying to sell your house because you went to jail.
And also this myth that like everything slows down so much during the holidays.
Oh yeah, that's bullshit. But
I think that for the majority, yeah, there's probably not a ton of people that want to be doing business over the holidays, but that doesn't mean that there's not people that need to buy houses during the holidays or happen to find the right property around this time of year. And I've been really busy the last 4 days. I've been super busy and I'm totally happy for it. I'm really, really happy that there are things moving and that it's going to set me up for a good January, February.
Yeah.
I think maybe don't totally give up on, the fourth quarter. And then, like, if you do totally give up on the fourth quarter, then, like, what's going to happen in the first quarter?
And if it slows down, like, it doesn't hurt to do, like, all the back-end stuff that you've been avoiding this whole time. I just put out on social media, like, hey, guys, I'm looking to outsource some stuff for next year because, like, at the end of the year, I'm sitting here and I'm like, I didn't do any of my receipt tracking or any, like, I have all my receipts. I just haven't, like, categorized them and put them in my, like, spreadsheet for my accountant for taxes. And so like I'm just outsourcing that next year.
Yeah.
I'm paying somebody to just do it. And I interviewed a girl to do it yesterday.
That's great. Awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
And then we have our like 2020 business planning.
Yeah.
My business planning session went so well. I actually walked out of there for the first time since I started in real estate because I think I'm finally like, as you get older, you get more comfortable with who you really are, right?
Yeah.
And I think that every year I was like, yeah, I'm going to be the agent that does it all. And I'm going to excel at, open houses and canvassing and farming and I don't know, just like all of the things.
Right.
And this was the first year where I really like my business coach. He was like, what are the things you want to do?
Right.
Like, what are the things that you actually enjoy doing? And so I walked out with like my pillars of business for 2020 being things that I'm like, definitely excited to do.
Yeah.
Totally excited to do. I'm like, wow, I get to do these things like as my main sources of lead generation. I don't know. I just feel like warm and fuzzy right now. I wish I could give you a hug.
It's the magic of Christmas.
It is.
Have you seen that Facebook video of the lady who hugged the guy at the gas station?
No.
And said it's the magic of Christmas. Oh, I'll send it to you. That shit's funny.
Yeah, send it to me. Well, we hope that you have a wonderful holiday season, whatever you celebrate. And we did this for a year. I mean, we didn't do it consistently and we maybe didn't do it like really well, but we've done this podcast for a year now.
Well, and that is one of our goals for 2022, to be a little bit more consistent when it comes to the pod.
Yeah, it is.
But I think now we know what the heck we're doing.
Do we?
Well,
I'm kidding.
we know that in the middle of the year, it's impossible for us to run our businesses and edit and promote.
Yes.
Because we didn't do hardly any of that in the middle of the year.
Absolutely. Yeah. We definitely learned where we need to pick up the slack.
Speaking of, if anybody wants to Venmo us to support the podcast.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No, but really, it's like Wikipedia. If everyone donated $1. No, just kidding. We need like $20 per person. There's not a lot of listeners.
I'm crying now. That's funny.
Well, we're so thankful and grateful for you guys. And we've made some like really good friends from the pod.
I love them.
And and we love them. And we just wanted to wish you all a happy holiday.
Yes. We hope that you guys have an awesome holiday and an even better 2020.
Yes.
Love you.
Peace and love.
Bye.
Catch you in the next decade.
Oh, God. Really?
Yep. And here we are, 10 years later. A happy holiday.